Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, first of all. Why do some people achieve the impossible while others quit after failing once? This is a question that has been an obsession for me throughout my life. I'm Sarvesh Srivastav. Last week, I was ranked the number one SEO globally by Favicon. I run a six-figure market SEO and digital marketing agency with 20 plus team members. Over 70,000 businesses follow me on LinkedIn and X for SEO advice. And I was recently awarded at Global Excellence Awards as the best SEO expert by none other than my favorite actress, Padma Shri Kajol ji. Today, I want to talk about one thing. All of this has not really happened just because I was talented or I had connections or I was lucky, but just one thing, and that was being obsessed. The obsession has made all of this happen. And today we'll be basically be talking about how this obsession can become the single most powerful force in your life and can transform your life completely. My background comes from a very small town in Bihar called Champaran. I'm not sure if many of you have heard of it. Uh, and like any small town in Bihar, there are very limited opportunities there, and you do not really have role models who are creating six-figure or worldwide businesses. So it becomes really tough for you to look at and find real business models there. Thanks to my parents, though, and thanks to their vision, they provided me with a computer when I was just in sixth grade. At that time, when no one in my age circle had a computer, that had a very transformational effect on my life because I got introduced to blogging and the idea that me sitting in a remote town in Bihar and I can create content, I can put out things that can be seen by people worldwide across the globe. That was magical for me. So I got into it. I started creating a lot of content on the internet, a lot of blogs, and all of that. And I still remember the feeling when I saw that someone from Ireland, which is across the globe from where I am, saw my blog and they commented there. So that was like a magical turnaround for me, and it gave me the confidence that yes, what I'm doing, what I'm producing is being seen across the globe. Then from there, things kind of took off. I created a lot of brands and blogs from there, and I successfully exited many of them as well. So there was the next few years of my life were really transformational in that sense. One of the things that we were seeing initially was even though I was getting a lot of awareness for the businesses and the blogs that we were building, no one exactly knew who was behind those blogs. So I was technically invisible in that sense. And that is when I decided to take a very, very hard step, which was putting myself out there on social media and kind of letting people know who was behind those blogs and everything. So practically started from zero, no social media presence at all. I chose two platforms, LinkedIn and Twitter, which is now X. And from there, from complete zero, over the course of 2 years, it has been a transformational change. When I started, I mean, like anything, any new thing that we begin, it's always a challenge where you are putting out content and there's no one to see it, there is no one liking it, no visibility at all. But that is where obsession comes into the picture. You forget about the results that you're seeing at that point, and you're just obsessed with the process of creating content, putting out your thoughts onto the internet, into the world. So, even though if you're not getting any results in the early stages, that doesn't really matter to you at that point. So, that obsession kept me going where most of the people would have quit at that point. Fast forward to 2 years, things started to transform, momentum gathered, and we are now at 70,000 followers on LinkedIn and X, where mostly all of the business owners follow us from across the globe for SEO advice. The content that we are producing not only gave us followers, likes, comment, that's a part of it, but the most important thing that it gave us and gave me was trust and credibility. That is something very, very rare in digital marketing space. Businesses from across the globe started contacting me to help them with their marketing and SEO services. Now think of it for a second, us small kids sitting in a remote town of Bihar and being reached out by businesses in the US for us to work with them. That was something I could never have imagined in my life, that this is something that could also happen. But that trust and credibility that the social media and everything was giving us, that was the fueling uh, force, and that fueled also the next chapter of my life, which was creating a digital marketing agency. So we started from scratch. We started getting a lot of inquiries, and people and businesses from the United States wanted us to help us with their marketing and all of that. But yeah, I mean, everything was not just roses. It was there were days where you doubt yourself. There would be weeks I was undercharging myself, over delivering, proposals sent, not answered. So all of these were part of the life and part of the process. But what kept me going again was that obsession. That obsession of with that I have with digital marketing, SEO, online presence, helping clients build their businesses. That kept me growing when things even were tough. So even if it was a 2 a.m. Call, working through the night, that obsession didn't let me quit. And eventually, what turned it to is now a six-figure agency with 20 team members. We have helped 100 plus clients and businesses in the US go from zero to multi-million dollars in revenue. This is why I saw a transformational change, and that obsession there didn't let me quit. So, for everyone here, and this is actually applicable for everyone here. So it's not just my story. If you're even if you're an athlete, if you're an artist, a student, this is very very applicable for everyone. Three lessons that I have learned across the way of growing this agency and everything is: a, motivation is temporary. Your obsession is permanent. Motivation will get you started for sure, but that does not does not last very long time. You have to be obsessed with what you do, and you will only be obsessed with something when you actually passionately love and truly want to do it. So always select what you're very very passionate about, and that obsession will come in automatically. Second, even if you are passionate about something, it's the obsession that prevents you from quitting when you hit a roadblock, which is going to happen throughout the life. It's very natural. You will be facing a lot of roadblocks, lot of challenges in growing your business, your life, in your job, everywhere. That is the point when that obsession will come into play, and it will prevent you from just quitting and be there for the long run. And lastly, the obsession is what transforms into mastery. Anything that you have expertise in, it's that once you become obsessed with it, you become master of that niche, of that category. And when you actually become a master of a category, there is nothing that's impossible for you to achieve. All of this, what I have been able to get so far, is not just because of luck or talent. The obsession has played a huge role, but a few people have also played a huge role in my life, which would be firstly my parents, who actually were visionary at that time back in 2005 and 6, when nobody had a computer, especially in Bihar. They saved and provided me a computer that pretty much transformed my life. Had that not happened, I would not be standing here. Plus, their throughout support in their the life that they have provided to me is immense. My sister, my brother-in-law, who believed in me when uh, others were not, because this is online marketing and channel has grown very rapidly in the last 5 years or so. But before that, it was a very unique concept at that time. And of course, my wife, who has been a relentless support for me throughout the 2 a.m. Night shifts and all of that. She has been a guiding support always. But this, what I wanted to touch upon today was, you need to find your why. You need to find your obsession, or what is something that you're passionate about. With digital media and everything online right now, there's no profession that you cannot be into. You just need to decide what you are truly and deeply passionate about, be obsessed with it, and become the master in that industry, and then things will happen. And again, I'll also say, it's very very important in today's era to put yourself out there on social media, Because if you're just sitting in a small room and doing work quietly, no one would know what you're capable of. In the initial days, yes, it's going to be tough to get any sort of engagement or any sort of following from there. But if you, again, that's where obsession comes into play. That if you are obsessed enough, if you know what you're doing, you will be able to pass through all the hurdles. And on the other side of those hurdles is what waits for you is an amazing life that where you are actually happy with what you're doing, what you're working on, and it's not just another job that you're doing just for survival. So you will be very few of those lucky people who do what they love, and that is what I want everyone to do. So this obsession, like I said, it has fueled my story, and I'm very sorry it can fuel yours as well. All you need to do is find out what you're passionate about and just get obsessed with it, get the mastery in that situation, in that niche, and I'm pretty sure you'll do fine as well. That's it from my side. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me.